How does UCMJ apply to Title 10 versus Title 30 to duty? Imagine a scenario where members of the United States military are called upon to serve in different capacities across various locations. Understanding how the Uniform Code of Military Justice applies in these situations can be complex but is essential for clarity. Today, we will explore the distinctions between Title 10 and Title 30 to duty and how the Uniform Code of Military Justice governs service members under each. The Uniform Code of Military Justice is the foundation of military law in the United States. It provides the legal framework for maintaining discipline and administering justice within the armed forces. When service members are on Title 10 duty, they are generally serving as part of the regular armed forces, including active duty members, reserve members on active orders, and certain National Guard members when federalized. Under these circumstances, the Uniform Code of Military Justice applies fully. This means that service members are subject to military law regardless of where they are located, whether on a military installation or deployed overseas. The military has jurisdiction over criminal conduct, disciplinary issues, and administrative matters for these personnel. In contrast, Title 32 duty involves members of the National Guard serving under state authority. When National Guard members are activated under Title 32, they are operating under state jurisdiction. During such duty, the Uniform Code of Military Justice typically does not apply unless the state has adopted specific provisions or has entered into agreements that extend federal military law to these personnel. Instead, state laws and regulations govern their conduct, and violations are prosecuted under state legal systems. However, there are exceptions. If the federal government takes jurisdiction or if the service member is involved in activities that fall under federal authority, the Uniform Code of Military Justice can be invoked. Another key difference lies in the authority of military commanders. Under Title 10, military commanders have broad authority to enforce military law and discipline. They can apprehend, investigate, and prosecute service members for violations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Under Title 32, the authority depends on whether the service member is under state jurisdiction or federal jurisdiction. When under state jurisdiction, state military authorities or civilian law enforcement handle legal matters. When federal jurisdiction is established, military authorities can exercise their legal powers. In summary, the application of the Uniform Code of Military Justice depends heavily on whether service members are serving under Title 10 or Title 32. Title 10 duty generally subjects personnel to full military law, while Title 32 duty often involves state jurisdiction unless federal authority is invoked. Recognizing these distinctions helps ensure that military law is applied appropriately and fairly across different service contexts.